the first set for the fourth seed.
No messing from Richie. He wants to get straight back in there. That's his way. That's his pace. Wants to get on with it.
134.
Two great cover 19 for himself there. For Richie George. I think the summary of the first set there, Vassos, really is that Robbie could have won that 3-0.
How about that?
And this is the confidence that comes with taking that set in what is quite a tense game between two friends.
16.
It gives you a leg up. It gives you a leg up on the game.
And he starts this leg with a maximum. Just the wrong side of the wire with those
16.
two. With all three, in fact.
I know that little Robbie, Robbie's son, is watching at home. He's staying with Kevin Allison, cousins of Robbie, and I know that he'll be shouting and screaming at the telly for his dad. Little Robert is darts mad. When we see him on the circuit, he's walking around with the flights and stems in his hand all the time.
93.
So he'll be pleased with Dad.
Although Dad has not left himself a finish.
114.
Richie's starting to find the range. Robbie's turn to put the pressure onto Richard.
98. Richie requires 71.
18 for double tops for Richie George.
31. Robbie, you require 70.
Hadn't had a dart at a double since the first leg. This is double 14 now. Now double 7. Yes, that's a fourth leg in a row for Robbie Green. And these two have been talking about practice. Richie George and his lack of it, having become a dad for the first time last year. And Robbie Green told me he's been practicing for 4 hours a day. And that's what practice does right there, I guess.
Robbie is an avid practicer. I know he practiced with a great player up in his area, Mark Rice. And when you're being pushed by a really good player, it does improve your practice no end.
4 out of 4.
Little ooh from the crowd there. We're all like to see those two 180s back to back and giving that 9 a chance.
Well, 24 years is long enough to wait, isn't it?
It is.
114.
If you're new to darts, we're talking about the perfect 9-dart leg. It was last accomplished at Lakeside in 1990. But what a leg this is from Robbie Green. 180, 140, 145.
Looking at a 10-darter.
That doesn't happen every year.
91.
Richie's left himself 170. Just in case he gets a go.
10-dart leg. Oh, take a bow, Robbie Green.
There is Alan Norris in the background, sat with Ruth. And Jamie sat there, very pleased with that 10-darter from Dad.
Just found his range now, hasn't he?
99.
I said to him, you know, you're the hot favourite to win this one, and he nodded to me as if to say, yeah, and of course I am.
Robbie's experience, he would have seen these games a little bit more before than Richie has. I mean, Richie burst onto the scene with his first Lakeside last year.
That's Richie's
and just took the place, set the place alight, you know. And this year, it was always going to be hard for him to come back with such a tough start against Robbie as well, to try and relive that.
However, he did survive 7 match darts in his first round match.
114.
So he knows what it's like to come back from the brink.
24.
He's almost on the brink here already.
That treble spells danger for Richie George. Both those trebles spell danger.
$134.
64 for a 2-set lead then. Double 8 for a 14
Yeah,
dart
that's
leg.
been shot in the second serve.
He's certainly not missing those doubles now, Vassos. What is going through Richie's mind right now?
Well, we can
And
see
his
what
mum
his mum
Marie.
thinks, yeah.
Exactly.
First
This is a tough one to watch for the family.
Game on.
Well, to be fair, no one could have lived with Robbie in those last two legs. 24 darts.
That's
Two
fantastic
legs.
darts. It's fantastic darts. Those 4 hours practice a week or day is obviously serving him well now.
Is there a point where you can over-practice?
I believe there is, but I think every player is different.
Here he goes again. Maximum number 4 for Robbie Green.
Richie needed to hit one this throw just to stay with him. Robbie is on fire.
6 legs in a row.
Fantastic averages there for Robbie Green. 95. That takes some keeping up with.
And look at his first 9 darts.
107. Fantastic.
1-2-1 then for a 7th leg in a row. Treble 17 and bull if he wants to do it in 12 darts.
With Richie on 168, he didn't need to. He's just trying to set it up. Richie will now in turn try and pressure this 62 of Robbie's. We'll stay there.
Robbie requires 62.
There's the treble 10. The double 16. Double 8 up a bit.
54. Richie requires 68.
Hasn't missed many of them since the first leg.
Richie needs to take this. Double 16.
52. Robbie, you require 8.
Green going back then. Double 4. He used the barrel.
Yeah, that's getting shot in the first round. Robbie Green. Second leg is Richie to throw first. Game on.
Ruth very happy. And quite right she should be. Her man is playing magnificently.
Is this sending a message to everyone else? What Robbie's doing here?
I think every player in the first round would like to send a message to how well they're playing, and Robbie's put it out there, and he's certainly done that.
137.
Switched to 19s there because he was worried if he stayed in the treble 20, his initial dart would fall out. And he found the treble 19 right in the middle of it.
Just for a change. Richie bites back there with a 140.
Richie's yet to hold his throw. He
93.
broke Robbie in the first leg. And Robbie missed 9 darts at a double. But since then, it's been one-way traffic.
This was one of those games, Vassos, when the draw came out, we were all looking forward to it. And it hasn't disappointed us.
131. Richie, you require 121.
Yeah, definitely good spirit between the two guys there, showing the friendship.
Treble 17 would have left the bull. And that was for a 12-dart leg.
Robbie, you require 140.
So a ton 40? Surely not. Not this time.
You wouldn't have put it past him before he threw a dart, to be fair.
74.
Look at that last
Richie
dart.
requires 64.
So then 64 for Richard. Double 8. Double 4.
Yeah, that's getting shot in the second
Great
round.
last dart.
Richie George. Third leg is Robbie to throw first. Game on.
First leg he's won since the opening leg of the match.
96.
He needed that double 4, didn't he?
He did. He did. He needs to hold this game. He needs to break this leg now, I think. Oh no, he started, so he needs to hold this leg, which is what he hasn't been doing in the game, which has been the problem for him.
94.
Already ready to throw. As Robbie was taking his last dart out of the board. This is much better from Richie George.
He's up the pace of his throw a little bit, Vassos. He's a rhythm player. And so he's up the pace a little bit, and he's reaping the rewards.
Well, they're both pretty quick, aren't they?
58.
That's what I thought was going to be a great game. They're a similar pace. And they would like each other's, the way that each other throws and the speed that each other throws. And it went for a good game. But
55.
Robbie's clinical. He's been clinical today.
Heads back for a drink of water. Unusually for him, he hasn't found a ton plus in 3 visits this leg.
59.
But that's what winning a leg can do for you, Vassos. You know, Richie's gone straight back in with ton 40 and 55, which was a tad unlucky. Could have been another ton.
Such a momentum sport, this, isn't it?
It is a momentum spinner. You just grab a big bit of confidence from hitting those doubles.
In that second set, no one was touching Robbie Green. He's not going to try and fill it up.
162.
But those are 3 perfect darts once again.
What a fantastic dart to leave 32.
$96. Robbie, you require 32.
Double 16, but this is under pressure.
Yeah,
Pressure, what pressure?
Robbie Green. 4 rackets, Richie to throw first. Game on.
He's a leg away, Robbie Green. Scott, when you're playing well, as Robbie is, on the big stage, how much fun is it?
This one, it is great. I've been lucky enough to be doing that once in my visits. But yeah, it is great. But it's not the fact that you're playing well, it's the fact that your opponent knows you're playing well is what the change is.
And the crowd knows you're playing well. And
absolutely, absolutely. And they get behind everything that you're doing, and it just spurs you on.
16.
Chance here for Robbie Green. And it's a chance. He is taking dominant darts from the man they call Kong. Great response from Richie George. Terrific response. I'm not going away, he says. You're going to have to actually beat me.
That's what makes him special. He never gives up.
That was a loose dart. Staying down.
46. Robbie, you require 135.
Start with the ball. Treble 20. At the 18s.
63. Richie, you require 155.
You say on Robbie's form, Richie's got to hit this. Treble 19.
99. Robbie, you require 72.
72 for the match for Robbie Green. 16 leaves him double top for the match. Was it ever in doubt?
Ruth there, absolutely delighted.